Okay, I record now. Okay, now we have the Java code. Yeah. Can you zoom in?
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want that recursive function, is it?
Yeah, one sec. Let me set this up real quick. All right, so I just tested the first two parts just to make sure my answers were correct.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. Yeah, that's a good strategy.
And then
why you have a squiggly red line?
Well, just because I don't have a return in here.
Oh,
yet.
yeah. Okay, anyone has any idea about how to write this function? How about let's do this. Who helped to solve this recursive function? I will give you bonus point.
Hey.
Yeah, we should reward it. Yeah, because today in my other class, machine learning, we discuss reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is regarding reward and penalty. And of course, we should do reward. Is it? So here the goal is to maximize.
Let's build.
Yeah, please.
I guess let's build base case and reduced case. And in our case, base case will be first equals last. And then we will return the last element.
Let me pop up our example. That way we have something to go off of. Would it be in recursion then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think this has a lot to do with the example that we discussed in class, because this is regarding array. Yeah. Previously someone mentioned, can someone continue? If you will, if you can also check the chat.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Very good. The base case. Yeah. The stopping case.
I think that needs to be inside, right?
I don't know, Bradley. That didn't sound very confident.
Confidence is low right now, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be inside there.
So the base case should be return
Or return
A
1.
at index last or first. Doesn't matter because they're equal.
Oh, yeah.
Why you return 1 and why you?
I don't know. I'm just trying to listen to what everybody's saying. What?
I think Alex was right. You return that last item, right? I mean, we're talking about first and last being, I guess, pointing to the objects in the array that we're talking about.
Can you return the index? Okay, stopping case, take care. What else?
Pretty sure Alex gave both these answers, just so you know.
So now you have to set up all your initial up until your final case. So else statement. Well, not inside there. I think somebody wrote it out. Yeah, I think what he wrote is
Where can we find examples of this part? Dr. Lou.
Uh-huh. So this is regarding recursive.
Well, I looked up the recursion examples and it doesn't have anything to do with this.
Oh, you mean specific just for array? Oh, well, I cannot give you all category of because that's a limited, question.
Yeah.
It's just you use the recursive idea. You kind of need to find out, okay, for this case, how do I do recursive? Is it because this is an array? Then you just think about, okay, for array, how do I do? Is it so? The way to deal with array is you keep moving from the first or from the last. Is it you keep moving, kind of like you keep advancing, keep traversing?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the idea. I think maybe in your homework assignment or something, or maybe in the lab, I remember I also gave some question regarding array or array list for recursion.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you can check back, okay? You can try to run to see if this is working. But you need to also make an array.
Yeah. I have to have a main, right?
You already have a main and you have the method. The question is, how do you test it?
Somebody want to earn a bonus point or what?
Yeah. Anyone else want to get a bonus points?
what are you trying to do? Write a test to see if it works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just make an array. Well, make an array first.
Yeah, I know.
Just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and run it. I mean, that's you're gonna name the array after me, of course. Splendid.
You forgot last name though.
I hate you guys. Oh.
All right, that's awesome.
Can you do this? Can we do this?
I don't know. Probably not.
Can we do this?
Told you I'm not very good with arrays here. Struggle bus.
You need to declare the array as a type and then equal new, and then the pipe, and then put in the array.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
And also double check the type. Some of array, that array, what type it is.
It's a double.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking.
How do we plug in array? When you plug, do you need a square bracket?
No, sorry, forgot to take them out. Sorry, Hamilton. Okay. And so what do I plug in for the first and last? Would I have to plug in the exact value, or would I like reference the array?
The first and last are what here?
I mean, 1 and 5, huh?
First,
The first
means
item and the last item.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so
1 and 5, or
0 should be 0 and size of array, or length of array, whichever way you want to, whatever. But with the name you gave that, can you just name it like array 1?
hey man, don't try and tell me how to code.
Fair enough. X, perfect.
can you do that?
Judging from the way
Could be
you
minus
asked that
1.
question.
Yeah.
No.
Now keep that in mind, okay? Array you start at 0, so the last index is not length, it's -1. But
Makes sense.
if you just do this, you won't get to the result.
You have to put a
If you
parent-
just call this function,
You
want
need to assign it to a value. No, like where you've declared it up top, or where you call summary or sum of array.
Mhm.
Set that, like, create a double and set that double equal to sum of array. Well, you can do it in the same line. Yeah, or like Alex said, you can just do a print line. That works too.
I'll do that.
Just,
Thanks, amigo.
oh, yep.
Oh yeah, brace at the end.
Okay, let's testing to see if it's working, okay?
Well, now you don't need the F second
You're
line.
calling it twice.
Yeah, you can delete the first one where it's not set to anything.
The file itself has some problem.
The functions are empty there. That's the problem.
Oh yeah. These are still here.
You comment them out. Comment the other
Does
two.
15 is your result.
And it's correct.
No. Can you comment that line?
It still gave you the right answer. Like it's fine for now.
Why is this one in here?
You commented out the very last bracket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the result is correct. Good.
And then, I'm sorry, can we, would everybody be all right if we like just go through the logic of this, just so we like, because I kind of understand how it works, but if I'm being honest, I still don't really understand how this if statement iterates through the values of the array.
This is yeah. Anyone, please. Anyone
else-
want to?
From line 31 down to like line 38, if you just
So-
want to explain, would be good.
The else statement's actually what iterates through. So essentially, anytime you make it to the else statement, meaning that you haven't reached the end of the array, what it does is it sends the whole array to a new, like it creates a new function call or method call. But your first plus one in the return statement on the else,
Okay.
the first plus one is what goes into first. So it's not one. The second time it gets called, it's now two, and then the third time
Yeah,
it's
that
three.
makes sense. So it starts off at 0, and then
Right.
continues. It's just changing the first number there. And could you also do the same thing and just iterate from the back instead of first?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
How do you do that? That's a good question. Then how can you rewrite this if you want to
Oh
backward?
my gosh.
It's super. I think this one's actually super easy. Just right where you do your function call here, go over to first plus one and delete the plus one and switch it for last minus one, I think. Yeah, that's what Ben says too. Yeah. Sweet.
Will this work? Will
Maybe.
this work?
I hate when
Think
you say
about it. Will this work?
I know you mean it.
Oh wait,
Should
you
be
also have
last.
to change.
A
You have to
last.
change a last. Yeah.
Yeah, be careful. Which
was about to
element
change that,
is
and you got me
dynamic
thinking about it.
moving?
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
Boom.
Okay, Alex looks like we have a mistake. Case array.
Doesn't matter though.
Yeah, that's just kind of error handling, but okay, so we set up our array, which we pass into sum of arrays. So the first is a double array, which we pass in there, and then the first clearly is going to be 0 because that's the first element within the array. Then you have the last, which will be the length minus 1, which should, in theory, give you the last element of the array. Then you call those with the parameters. And then you said the if first equals last, you said that's base case?
That's in chat. There is a very good discussion in
I
chat.
think it's your exit condition.
Oh, okay.
In
Okay,
chat,
yeah, I'm gonna look at it.
yeah. How do you handle it if the array itself is empty? But that's a very good discussion.
I mean, I could just change this first if statement to say if the array is, well, no, I don't know if that would work.
Okay, anyway, let's just move on to the next question. That's not in a major point here. Okay, so in this test, I don't worry that. Okay, so in this test, I mainly care about do you know how to write a recursive function? Okay, those boundary case I will ignore it. Okay, don't worry about that. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's some advanced topic.
So I was just going to ask real quick. So this is just saying if the first equals the last, meaning that it's been iterated all the way to the point where there's only one element left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. All right, let's get one of these babies in here.
Okay, the second one, yeah. Who knows how to do the second one? What's the description? Will the stack be changed or not? I don't remember. If,
I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah. delete every occurrence, or delete but leaving the remaining item order unchanged. Yeah. So how do you do that?
Could you just
Well,
pop
first we got to
out
make
of the stack? What's that?
I said, well, first we have to make a stack.
Yeah. My first thought was, yeah, like Ben said, make a temporary stack, and you pop each item off of the stack, and if it's not the item you're trying to delete, push it to the temporary stack, and then you can just reverse the process, and then,
Don't I have to create a stack within the main first?
well, yeah, but that's like the one that you'll test.
We create stack to put everything in that stack, then we need to create another stack to reverse it. I would use
Yeah.
array release in this case.
So like I mean, you can peek or just pop, because I mean, pop it's going to have to be removed anyways.
All right, so do we want to just create the stack first? That way we have something to go off of, or?
I'll be back in just a second.
One sec.
So how do we, you can try to okay, good. And how do you fill the stack? Assuming this is an integer stack, you just get some numbers there and then you try to, but make sure you have some numbers repeat. Maybe you can hold 100, 200. No, don't do that. You need to, how do you fill a stack? How do you feel? And then don't make all two, make some different, but a couple of them has the same value.
That work?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Then what should we do with this method? You suppose you're going to remove all three, is that? How do you do that here?
So first we have to decide what value we're trying to maintain, right?
Yeah. No.
In this case, we're going to
You
keep
get to
3.
that. No, you already have that number is called item.
Oh, right. We pass it in as parameter.
So how do you get to 3? Remove all item. Now think about it. You need to remove all. You need to take a look at every item in the stack. How do you do that? Can you just use an if statement?
No, I mean, you have to go through each one of them and you have to.
Yeah. How do
pop
you go over each one of it? What is the termination condition?
I think you'll need a exclamation mark there
right here.
before.
Can you do?
No.
Does somebody
But-
else want to take over here? Because I cannot code in front of people for crap.
It's not the stack. It's the stack's the name, so it's the temp. So while temp is empty is false, or yeah, because it's going to return a bool, right? And it's a method, so I think you need the exclamation or the parentheses, right? I forgot what the name of the method is.
You can put after temp, you do the dot. You will see the context.
Oh, yeah, so delete that whole
I think
function
it's just
call.
empty.
Oh, it's empty. Okay, my bad. So delete is.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
While it is not empty, what else should you do?
Because it's like when you pop it, as long as it's not
Equal
item,
to the item.
yeah.
Then
You
you can
first-
push it to the new stack.
Oh wait, no. Shouldn't this be
A
the
stack.
original one? Yeah, this should be the original one, right?
Sorry. Yeah, that was
What did I call
old.
it?
A stack. No. You don't go there. You go to the name of it in the
Oh,
as
right,
you-
right.
yeah.
What
Equals. Yeah, that's fine.
When you do dot peek instead of dot pop,
Yeah, because then you have to pop it, right?
I mean, you have to pop it anyways. But yeah, I guess pop only removes it. It doesn't actually show you.
Return the value.
Yeah,
Actually, I think it does. When
Does
you
it?
pop it, doesn't it still return the value that you removed?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure. Let's just take a look.
we have pop, we have
Return and remove the top element from the stack.
Ah.
Yeah.
Only after we compare it first, Ben.
Wait,
I was talking to Ben for his.
I know,
his-
but why do we need the temporary? If we just go through and remove the ones that aren't A, wouldn't that mean that the only ones that would remain are the ones that don't need
Because
the ones we need?
the stack is one-sided. You can only look at whatever's on top. So you have
Well,
to.
yeah, I understand that, but
You remove each item, and if the item doesn't meet, if it's not equal to the item we want to remove, push it to the temporary stack so it's in reversed order, and then you can just push everything back at the very end so that it's in the same order, just without the item that you're trying to remove,
Look at this description.
right?
Yeah, leaving the order of the, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I didn't see that part. I just thought we had to
Oh.
return.
So while it's not the item, you pop. Where
push it.
where are you going to store? Where are you going to store it?
temporary push.
You
No.
Oh, right.
You're
'cause
pushing it to the
to
temporary stack.
Yeah.
can you pop first and push?
Now you need to switch order. And I mean, couldn't you just use a stack.pop since it returns
Yeah,
the
that's
item?
true. Kill two birds with one stone.
You missed A. You missed the letter A.
Yeah.
And then your else will just be a stack.pop.
So doesn't that mean this should be a equal to statement? Because we are supposed to be pushing the ones that are the same value to the temporary.
No, you want to remove the item. So if it's not equal, then you'll push it to the new stack. Otherwise, a stack.pop just removes it from the stack, essentially just
Okay.
making it disappear, right?
Yeah, so far so good. What else?
So now you just need to work backwards. No. You're still inside the function or the method. So this will be outside of the while loop. You'll do a new while. And this will be while temp dot empty is false, or so you can do the exclamation mark.
Oh wait, yeah, you have to put it in
At-
the front.
at the
Sorry.
front. You basically just reverse the order of your if statement. So a stack dot push temp stack dot pop. I think that's it.
Yeah, you can test it, see if it's correct.
Oh, we didn't put anything in the main to call it.
Haha.
What was this one called? Remove item.
What should you pass?
And then what did we? 3 is the one. That,
You might want to print it just to see what's inside the thing after.
Can you print remove item?
No.
What does that
Hold.
return?
Print hold.
Yeah, just hold.
That works too, I guess.
You can print.
Temp or A stack. Sorry, A stack. My bad. Yeah.
See, but we don't really have any way of telling if it's in the same order or not because they're all going to be the same number.
What do you mean?
Oh, for some
You're
reason,
removing three,
yeah,
not
that's my
only
problem.
keeping three.
That's my problem. I've had the mentality this whole time that we're trying to remove everything that's not the value that we want, when realistically we're only trying to move the value that is what we want. Okay, sorry, I'm just an idiot.
Why don't you just do a for loop to print through each? Oh, well. I hate stacks. Printing.
Did you do a for each loop?
That's a good question. Can you do for each loop here? Can you do for each loop here? That's a very good
Somebody
question.
else needs to get in the hot seat next time, man.
Can you use a for loop here?
I mean, if you do, you're basically going to be popping the stack backwards, so the whole thing will come out backwards again. So, I mean, you could go back to just print.
For loop, for each loop, generally speaking, it has some rule.
It's
So
not going to
here-
work because our stack does not implement interval interface.
Can you do for loop here? The question is with the stack.
For loop, yeah.
For loop, yes.
Or wait, no. I would just stick with the while loop and check the is empty condition.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Be careful.
Well,
Okay.
technically, you can put a condition of is empty in the for loop too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No. Okay, Alex, that's not right. For loop, you cannot use for loop here.
Oh yeah, no, you
yeah,
can't.
it's incorrect, but
Mhm.
I
Can
think
you do?
you can try.
just
Because it has a
think about what's the difference between for loop and a while loop.
for loop is iterative, so we have an iterator. But technically, if we put for the second and the condition statement, the termination,
No.
we can put.
No. Here, don't get that mess up with our iterator. Here, do you have iterator? Do we have iterator here for this stack?
No, it's better to use while loop. My bad. I just tried to be smart. It didn't work out.
Can you loop through temp?
Temp's already going to be empty.
Oh, we're doing A stack again.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just pushed everything back to A stack.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, then here, do you have any issue you're going to run into?
Yeah, it'll print out backwards now. Won't it?
Oh, it's just going to infinitely loop because it's never.
Oh, you're just peaking. You're not popping.
Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you just change peak to pop?
All
That
right. Okay.
Do as I say.
Now we got to stop this thing before my computer blows up. It's already overheating over here. I can hear it. My fan curve is very strict. Hey, look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
4, 2, 1. So what order did they go in? Scroll back up. Yeah, so it prints out backwards. But I mean, the solution there is just to print it out before you push it. So like whenever you're pushing things from the temp stack back to a stack, you can just print there. So you can even get rid of.
You mean right there?
Well, no, if you pop right there you would need to peak, and you would need to change it to temp.
Don't just get this back, Bradley. Don't let just get back to the original version. Don't get this too simplified. I think for all of us better understand like just go back.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's fine. Yeah, your A stack still ends up in the correct order. It's just when you go to print it out, it prints out backwards.
Yeah.
So it's
in the correct order. Yeah, that's
you
right.
satisfied the question, I think.
Yeah, it satisfied the question. Yeah. Let's just do this. Don't make it too simplified. It's
All right,
cause
Bradley.
confusion. Yeah.
Here's one more bonus point for you.
Okay.
Explain the function that way, because a lot of people aren't here and a lot of people aren't going to have any idea what's going on if you somebody doesn't explain it.
Okay. So
Or I can if you don't want to.
that's fine. I guess we just create a temporary stack and then check the condition that the stack isn't empty. And so long as the provided stack isn't empty, we'll check to see if the item on top is the item we want to remove. And if it isn't the item we remove, then we push it to the temporary stack. Otherwise, if it is the item we want to remove, we just pop it off the top and it disappears into thin air.
Right.
And then once the provided stack is emptied out into the temporary one and all the unwanted items are gone, we then reverse the process, pushing all the temporary stack back into the original stack,
Which restores the order.
restores the order. And then when we go to print it here, it actually just reverses it. So that's why it appears in reverse order in your print.
Right.
Cool.
So if it prints it in reverse order, that means it's in the correct order within the stack. Yeah.
Since stacks are one-sided or only open on one end.
Yeah, very good, very good. And there is a question from Caleb. I think Caleb, you need to read the instruction carefully. Here we don't use the generic stack and queue. You got to use the stack and queue that we implemented ourselves using array. No generic here, no stack and queue from the collection library. Okay, so be careful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. You have to make sure the instructions have the stack and the queue file that we're supposed to use.
Yeah.
So you have to add those in, and then you also have to have the empty collection, etc.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Yeah.
Okay.
And
well, this last one is public static queue, merge queue, but it is 11 o'clock. I don't know if Bradley, do you have to leave?
Yeah, I've got an interview I got to get ready for, so.
Okay, fair enough. So we will save this one for tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah, or this afternoon we have office hour. If you want to come, you can also come to the office.
When is the office hours today?
Office are 2 to 3.
Okay, yeah. I have class today, so I'll just probably do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, good, good. Okay, let's see.